What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So check it out. In this one, we're going to go over the ARM IPO, which is the talk of the town these past couple of days, right? We're going to go over whether or not I'm buying this stock when it IPOs. Am I loading the boat, staying away from it? And we'll break down some key details, overall, my thoughts on IPOs in general. So if y'all find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And guys, do not forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below, or simply go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo, open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it, guys. Use that link down below. And now, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So before we actually dive into the IPO itself, the ARM IPO, let's take a look at the indexes quickly and see what's going on as of right now. We have the Russell up over 1.2%. Let me show you guys that. We have that up over 22 points. Pretty big move there for the Russell. You guys can see that. We have the NASDAQ up, let's see here, about 0.8%. So tech's doing pretty well today, and now we're testing the top of this wedge yet again on the 4-hour chart, which you guys know, this spot, 375, 380, is a very big spot for the bulls. So if we do break that, there could be more upside, right? And SPY, let's pull that up. That is up around, let's see, the S&P 500 up 0.75%, and just like Triple Q, it is also testing the top of this wedge. You guys can see right around here, 445, 450, and if we break that, we break 455, guys, that's where we could start to get the next leg up. Will we get it? I don't know. We're not breaking out yet, but as of now, looks like we're about to test the breakout spot, and we'll see how it plays out. So overall, we're green all across the board right now. The VIX is down yet again. What else is new? Down 3%. Now it's almost under 13 points. Unbelievable, guys, as the metals are down as well. Let's see. Gold's down 0.1%, pretty much at break even, right at 1,930 an ounce. And we have silver down, let's see, a little bit over 1%. So that's pretty much it in terms of the indexes. Really, it's just green all across the board. I don't want to focus too much on that because, again, we're going to talk about the ARM IPO in this video and talk about this company in general, right? So ARM IPO, actually, before we talk about what they're IPOing at, the valuation, all that good stuff, what is this company for those of you guys that don't even know? First of all, it's in the semiconductor space, right? You guys can see here, ARM Holdings architects, develops, and licenses central processing unit products and related technologies for semiconductor companies and original equipment manufacturers rely on to develop products. They also offer microprocessors, systems, intellectual property, right? Graphics, processing units, physical IP, and associated systems, IPs, software, tools, and other related services, right? You guys, kind of get what space they're in. They have about 5,900 full-time employees, so this is a pretty big company, guys, not a small company by any means. You guys can see the industry is semiconductors, with the sector being technology. So ARM prices IPO, the initial public offering, at $51 per share, valuing the company at over $54 billion. So this is not, again, like I said, a small company, man. This thing has almost 6,000 employees and being valued at $55 billion. Unbelievable. So ARM, the chip design firm that supplies core technology to companies including Apple and Nvidia, priced its initial public offering at $51 per share. ARM's fully diluted market cap, which includes outstanding restricted stock units, is over $54 billion at the $51 offer price, and the company said in a press release that it will start trading on Thursday, which is today when I'm making this video, under the symbol ARM, the ticker symbol, in other words. Again, ARM, and the UK-based company is listing at least 95.5 million American depository shares on the NASDAQ, and SoftBank, its current owner, will control about 90% of the company's outstanding shares. That's a big chunk of the outstanding shares. And the offering is at the top of ARM's expected price range of $47 to $51 per share. And ARM said in its prospectus that revenue in its fiscal year that ended in March slipped less than 1% from the prior year to $2.68 billion. So think about that. Net income in fiscal 2023 dropped 22% to $524 million. All right, so think about that, guys. I'm not sure the growth rate on the revenue, but well, over time is what I mean. But we can see year over year it slipped down 1%. So what we do know is revenue growth has slowed down, and I'm sure if we dug a little bit deeper, we could get the numbers. But that's not the point for this video. What I'm trying to get at is let's say $2.7 billion of revenue, and their valuation is $50+ billion. So in other words, their price to sales, if you guys do it that way, look at market cap over the sales, right? It is the sales for the 12 months. It is a very high price of sales, right? Very, very high price of sales. And all you guys have to do to calculate the price to sales, which if you guys don't even know what that is, it's pretty much a valuation metric, right? People use the price of sales, the price to earnings, price to book, right? They use this, amongst a lot of other things to figure out whether or not a stock is trading at a good valuation. So what you have to do is, one way to do it is you take the market cap, which in this case, 50 billion, whatever it is, and divide it by the trailing 12 months of revenue, which in this case, again, 2.68 billion. This is arguably overvalued right off the bat, which we'll talk more about in a second, guys. That's, a 25 price to sales. That is pretty insane. So they're planning to go public literally today. I'm not sure if trading has even started. I haven't seen anything, but they're going public. This is their website, guys. Pretty interesting. Go watch the video. The video here on their website is pretty good. Go check it out if you guys didn't know. And this is another article. It says here, this is a CNBC article. The ARM IPO is here, but many ETFs will not be buyers. Why is that? Well, ETF indexes, they have inclusion rules. ETFs are generally a desirable target for corporations to sell stock to sell stock to, because the ownership base skews towards passive and long-term ownership, which means they're not buying and selling. They're buying and holding, guys. They're buying and they're holding. However, this particular IPO highlights several difficulties that even large companies like ARM have in acquiring a broader ownership base through ETFs. For the most part, ETFs are backed by indexes, and these indexes have rules that must be carefully adhered to in order to qualify for inclusion. Unfortunately, partly due to ARM's own decisions and partly due to the way the major indexes are constructed, ARM initially appears to be ineligible for the largest ETFs, which, okay, that's fine in the short term. Long term, they'll probably become eligible. But right now, keep that in mind. We might not get a huge influx of money from the big ETFs, right? Because again, they're ineligible as of right now. And let me go over back here to Thinkorswim so we can see if we've started trading yet. Probably not. But yeah, guys, that's a quick breakdown on the ARM IPO. And let me give you guys my thoughts here at the end. Now that you all, or for those of you all that stuck till the end, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not a big fan of IPOs at all, right? I'm not a big fan of IPOs at all, meaning I'm not saying they're all going to go bankrupt, right? That's not what I'm saying here. I'm not a fan of buying IPOs or stocks that just IPO'd or that just had a direct listing or the SPAC, whatever, right? I'm not a big fan of buying it right off the bat because a lot of the time the valuations are sky high. I mean, I think ARM, just looking at it right off the bat, could be overvalued, guys. And you have to realize when companies go public, people that initially, or investors that initially got in early on, they're dumping. So there could be a lot of selling that occurs after this company IPOs, in the coming months after. And there's a lockup period, a lot of the time, right? Meaning, you can't sell right when the stock IPOs. I mean, there's got to be some regulation here, guys. You know, they're not going to let you just the initial investors, right? They're not going to just let you sell instantly because the stock's going to crash unless there's a huge influx of buyers. But you know, there's a lockup period. You know, typically I think it's 60, 90 days, whatever it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if this company went public and it started to trickle down over over the next couple of months. Although, you know, to play devil's advocate, this is in the, the AI boom, if you will. If AI continues to boom over the next couple of months, it's not in a bubble in the short term like a lot of people think. Maybe ARM stock crushes it. I don't know. But just judging off recent IPOs, guys, IPOs that I've seen, a lot of them have started off hot. But then over time, they have collapsed. A lot of them, Nikola's one that, not Nikola, not freaking Nikola, guys. Rivian. Nikola's a disaster. We'll make another video on Nikola later today. There's some info going on there with Nikola, so make sure you guys subscribe. But Rivian's one that comes up instantly that I think of that. I think Rivian's a quality company, a solid company. Will they be around in 20 years? I have no idea. But I think they're definitely competing with Tesla right now and, with their Cybertruck. Well, Tesla hasn't released it yet, but Rivian's kind of beating them to the semi-truck space, but we're not going to get into that in this video. The point is, Rivian, when they IPO'd, guys, this thing was like $200, right? Yeah, $180. And I was making video after video after video back in 2021. This is before the markets crashed in 2022. This was the end of 2021. I was telling you guys, you could probably look up these videos, type in Stosser Fest or Stos Talk Stocks, Rivian, whatever. I was saying, don't just dive into it blindly. Be careful. And look at that, man. From 180, now we're at $23 a share. Now it's at a point where you can make an argument that Rivian's a decent play, but when it was at 180, guys, it sure was not. And as the lockup periods expired, boom, 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 we kept selling down. And I'm scared that ARM's going to be the same thing. It might not be, who knows, but I'm just, making sure you guys are aware of the risks here as, oh, wait a second, it looks like we're finally trading. Here we go. It looks like, yep, it just went live literally probably like a couple of minutes ago, because when I started this video, we weren't trading. What's going on here? Yeah, no joke. 6 minutes ago, we started trading here, guys. Looks like right at noon or a little bit before that. Either way, ARM is now up 12%. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video on this so we can see how it plays out. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be careful. I'm not telling you to, what to do, but be careful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. Link down below. And if you have not gone up to 16 stocks yet for Moo, what are you waiting for? Get your stocks. Open up your account using that link down below. Once you fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. For a limited time, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer, so get on it, use that link, and with that being said, cheers, I'll catch you guys later.